guys, broski.
Alright.
Has been a long time.
For real.
Crazy.
For real.
That's crazy.
Welcome back to U.N.I. Episode 2, maybe 3, 4. Who knows? But I'm here with my brother Carlos.
How's it going?
Crowd goes wild. Bam, 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 bam. Dude, obviously your name's Carlos, but like, do you go by anything else? Is there like a different way to refer to you?
Nah.
No?
My friends call me Los.
Los.
But yeah, everybody knows me. Carlos.
Sick. And then you're an artist, so do you share your art publicly? Do you have like social media that you put it on? Do you put it on?
Yeah. Actually, now I do. You guys can probably find me on everything now. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Carlos Beltran. Carlangascan. You know,
Okay.
mix the Pokemon with the guy.
Can. That's tight. Yeah, and at the end of the video, I'll put all the tags just so it's easier. Or I'll put it in the comment box below. But yeah, welcome back to U.N.I, where you and I sit down and we have a conversation, talk about art, enter into your artistic universe, you know, go to your artistic university and learn a little bit about why you do what you do, you know.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is dope. So a little backstory. Carlos and I, we met working at Amazon together. And the story of how that happened was we were virtual, right? And we were in training, and so we had our cameras on, or at least some of us did. And what happened? What did you see?
Guitar. Like, hey, is that a guitar back there? It like turned on right away, you know.
Oh yeah, bro.
Got that niche, and it was history from there.
Yeah. So
It
hey,
really was.
for all of you guys, hang your guitars up behind you, so you might make some friends that way. You never know, huh?
Crazy, go on a crazy adventure after that.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's been a couple years now, and we both played in different bands. We both jammed together, and you know, we worked together obviously for a little while, and it's been awesome, bro. You're a great dude. I'm excited for people to get an insight of the mad genius that you are.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
There's nobody else like you, man, and the way that you get down on the stage, it's like unreal. You're an entity.
Thank you, man.
And it's
Thank
so
you.
sick. So I'm excited.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro. First question, I'm kind of going to jump in. I did this one the last episode as well. I think it's going to be a staple, but what are you doing right now to make your inner child proud of you?
Oh. Honestly, keep making music. I think as a kid, it was something I thrived for. I mean, obviously. But making music and expressing my art. Obviously, as you know, I do multiple stuff. As a kid, I've always liked doing that, and I think that was my main push. So I think little 15-year-old Carlos would like it. Like, holy crap, what the hell?
For real, right? You're doing all this right now? Like, how old am I? You know, or whatever.
Like, what the heck?
It's a trip, man. It's so cool. I love that. Yeah, and speaking of, I mean, this room looks like, you know, my childhood and adulthood dream, you know, like all the game stuff and
Yeah, it's a collection of
comic books,
me and the wife's trophies and
movies.
collections and movies and books. You guys can't see this side, but there's another thing of books too. So there's adult stuff.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
cool.
awesome. Freaking love it, dude. Well, but tapping into that, if your art can exist in a specific universe or even a made-up universe, what would that universe be called?
Oh man. The celotastic musicality universe or something. You know, it's not cinematic, but it's it's, you know.
Celotastic.
I don't know. I can. It'd be cool to it be in a weird like an anime world, you know.
Yeah,
I can just do my weird little acid jazz or something, like run a beat. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite, I guess, influences in the world of like being a nerd or being into, you know, fiction, whatever, or reality? Like, what are some of your influences? Like, what kind of worlds?
Oh man, it goes from obviously the video games. Everybody loves their Nintendos and their PlayStations. Certain games that get deeper into the music, and you guys have heard those games. You guys are very aware of a bunch of games you guys like that you're like, what the hell, the music, you know?
Throw some names. Throw some names.
You guys know Smash Brothers, that's best jazz in the world, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody loves that stuff. Obviously, got the big elf right behind me. Like you said, I'm a nerd, so
Same, bro.
it's the music is incredible. From there, it's obviously I can go from the land of Hyrule to, for my science fiction nerds, anybody or Stanley Kubrick nerds as well. Space Odyssey, one of my favorite stories. The original, obviously Kubrick made the movie, but the original writer of the novel, Arthur C. Clarke, he's amazing. He to be making those stories like in the 50s and in the early 60s, like, right, what?
The imagination of what the future would look
What?
like.
You know?
And
Like,
that influenced the way that we build things now.
yes, 100%.
Like,
100%.
crazy to think about.
And yeah, seeing the movies is one thing, but reading the book, it's just changes. And yeah, just taking that step back and realizing, this was a 30-year-old dude in like 1955 when he wrote this. He was way ahead of his time. Too ahead of his time.
There you go. That makes me want to, like, we gotta get going.
You know?
I better get my shit together.
And
I'm 30 right now.
Oh yeah. And it's awesome. Stuff like that. That's ever since I was a little kid. Stuff like that's always inspired to me. You saw my other electronical building stuff. I grew up around my godfather. He liked fixing stuff. He was an electrical guy. Still does in his old age, 60s. Jesus Christ. Love doing that stuff. You know. So you know me. You have a bunch of little nitpickets here and there, and
Yeah, you're a tinkerer, bro.
all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been my influence since I was a kid. And as you grow up, you have to learn how to realize that, that's the thing I'm good at. And then,
Yeah.
you know,
I feel like I could say, because I've seen you and I've started to get to know you more, that you're very detail oriented.
oh, thank you.
Like, you're down to like the last pixel, you know?
Right? Yeah, no,
like it's amazing. It's so cool, and it's very inspiring, and I can see the way that you take anything, whether it's music, art, and you just freaking dive full force into it and just go as deep as you can go.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, like, what did you told me a couple times, like, I'm psycho, bro. Or like, like, I'm crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
It's my
It's an inner item A joke.
yeah.
It's the joke the guys have. Juno has the joke. I crash out. I'm trying not to, you know. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm grateful for that. I feel blessed. It's obviously like everything else in everybody's lives, you know. It's a blessing and a curse, but
For sure.
it's definitely
it makes it real, dude.
and definitely more of a blessing than anything. And I'm blessed that my friends, my family, everyone around me has allowed me to do the things that I do, which is even more great, because I feel like even if I had this energy or this creativity, without that push, I feel I wouldn't be able to be where I am, you know.
Yeah, bro, that's beautiful. Ties into like the unity theme of like the show and the art that we create. You know, it's important to have that community around us, and that's also what we're trying to build here as well, right? We're trying to build community. So the goal is to bring in other artists and do the same for them. You know, because we all walk and live through life, and we all have our blessings and our curses, and
Right.
like, it's so nice to have people around you that like want the best for you and that encourage you to do the things like direct that energy into art.
Exactly. No, yeah.
Right? Like, it's so sick, dude. Man. Well, let's tap into a little bit of like, what kind of art do you do?
Yeah.
If you could describe the stuff that you do, or like, just tell us a little bit about like how you get creative, what you produce, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I am originally, as a lot of you guys probably know me, I'm from the band Item A, but apart from being a guitarist, I ever since I was a kid, I've loved having a drum machine and learning how to use what some of you guys might know is MIDI. It's a language. It's a digital language where a lot of those beautiful sounds where you guys play in your Casios and stuff like that come from. Ever since as a kid, that intrigued me, and as a kid, I've tried incorporating that sound into the music that I already liked as a child.
Yeah,
And as I got older, it's still a work in progress, but it's something that I can tell right away. It's something that crap, this is where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Um, it's different, you know. And obviously, I don't do it just for pleasing other people, but I do a lot of stuff to kind of like please myself and the people around me, obviously. Right. But a lot of stuff I do is because I like the way it sounds, and a lot of stuff, especially coming from engineering school, a lot of the stuff we do is because it sounds good, or because that's the way to do it, or which obviously that helped me learning that stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, helped me learn the formulas of the things that we make and stuff. But learning how to just divert it enough where you can be your own tonality, or you get those influences where you like I was speaking prior of my video games and all that stuff coming in here, the drum machine sounds. It becomes a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, and it's taps in a little bit. I was reading the Rick Rubin book.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not that far into it. I kind of fell off. It's got some juicy things, but you can't just read all the way through it. That's a side note, I guess. But
it's like in parts, right?
Yeah, it's parts. Yeah. So like you want to take your time with it, and like actually work through it and like learn from it. I think it's the same when you're studying anything. You take piece by piece. Don't try to like bust through the whole book.
Let it marinate.
But he was talking about rules and how like there are rules, but the best artists learn the rules so deep that they know exactly where they can break them, or like they know them well enough for people to understand that they know them, and then the rest is just all them. Like they just freestyle it. They go against the grain. You can flip it on its head, and you can play the guitar upside down if you wanted to, right? Like you don't have to play it. So like
record yourself.
Everybody goes like this, right? But you have to go like this with this hand.
Try recording yourself upside down on a table.
Never know. But yeah, basically, you do what you do, and it's another beautiful thing about making art for yourself is that you also don't have those freaking eyes on you. You do it for yourself. Like you don't care what anybody thinks.
Yeah, and it allows me to go to all these other places. Hence where the pixel art, which also since I was a kid, and that's something we shared as well. Is I love art and drawing and doing that stuff. It's cool and incorporating certain sounds or certain we have our songs. I like making a lot of music, mm-hmm. But I also like making obviously I like making a lot of other stuff that's not necessarily music, mm-hmm. And it fits perfectly with this kind of art, and blending that in together is just it's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. There's so much more to come, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's visual with the audio, the combination. It's unreal. That's how we get most of our content. It's like TV, on a phone. Exactly, bro. So the combination of the both, and for them to both be your original stuff is like so sick. Something I dream of too. I definitely want to do things like that.
I love your art too. Your art's phenomenal. Yeah. Oh man, one of the motion art you showed me just it had me bedazzled. It's amazing, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think one day I want to do an animation, like a full animation for a music video.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah. Hey, if you need voiceovers, I got you.
Dude, yeah, man. What would you say is the biggest, or not the biggest, the first piece of art that you created that mattered to you? Like it hit you and you're like, wow, I did that,
It was probably... Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
I was probably 15, 16, and I was, with the guys were kids, obviously, and I learned how to use, the DAWs. It was a basic Audacity, and I learned how to export MIDI files into Audacity, and I was able to record us, and we made a really, really, really raw at-home recordings, which I never showed to people. They're very raw, and those I remember as a kid just feeling like, holy crap! If we can do this, we can do the whole world. It was amazing. It's crazy. I remember hearing it back, and it wasn't good. If you hear it back, you'll laugh. It's funny. It's funny more than anything. But
it's memory.
And I remember as kids, we would just hear it back, and it's just like, holy crap, we did that. We did that. Really fun stuff.
Yeah, bro. Even before I was in the left side, we had 3PO, and there's like 3 albums and a few mixtapes that we did as a collective group of just friends.
Nice.
And I listen back to it. Not everybody has the fondest memories. Of those times, and sometimes also like we just weren't as good as we are now. We're at a different level, so you kind of listen to yourself and you're like, I could do better. Whatever. But
you try to take the cringe away from it.
Yeah. But it really just takes me back, and so I always find myself listening to them, going back and reminding myself, hey, this is where you came from. Keep on going, because you're seeing the fruits of your labor now. Can you imagine what it's gonna look like later? It's awesome. You see yourself taking those steps forward, and that's dope that you still have them.
Yeah.
We live in the perfect generation for that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's if we lived just 10 years prior, if we were kids just 10 years prior, it had to be in a cassette tape, which would probably get lost somewhere. And
that's what I'm saying, dude. Future.
Yeah. Do it right.
Yeah, bro. I mean, to all y'all out there, prime example, just create, have fun. You don't need to put your stuff out there for people to see. If you want to, great. Shoot, get your bag. But like, we make art for ourselves. It's important for us to do. It's part of our being. Like, we're created by a creator, right? Doesn't that make us children of a creator? And don't things pass down inherently? You know what I mean?
We actually have these.
Yeah, whether you believe it's the universe, God, whatever.
Need,
like,
the even if it is, it's just the need to create.
Yeah,
Everyone has it.
It's in our being.
It's in our DNA. Yeah, it's in there.
So that's dope. Yeah, I remember reading in a book, 4 Agreements. Have you ever read that one?
Mm-mm.
Sick book, super short.
Oh,
super short.
You gotta let me know.
But it's one of those ones you have to sit down and just kind of like sit into it. It's like 4 different agreements. There's a handful of chapters that break them down, but like one of them was, it was be impeccable with your word, which is basically like don't say anything that you wouldn't truthfully say, that like represents the truth in what you're saying, but also the truth to yourself, right? Like, don't say things that aren't you,
Yeah. Don't be fake.
Boom, because it affects more than just how people view you, but also there was do your best every day or something like that. I can't even remember all of them, and I think I might have even forgot the part of why I brought that book up. It'll get you. It'll get you, man.
No, it was and it was a matter. I think it was we're talking about obviously the push and the creativity, being creative.
Oh yeah.
Being creative.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. It was literally the first thing I was talking about. But the ability to speak is our greatest ability of creation, or it's our greatest tool for creation. Like,
definitely.
It's because things only have meaning because we call them something, right? Like, this is a chair. We created that with our words. Also, we built it with our hands, but like, once you make something,
Yeah. You created it becomes a word.
Yeah.
You have to have.
And they're just noises that our freaking mouth makes, and we put meaning to them.
All words are made up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
that part trips me out, Somebody changed boog to boog, and then, like...
Yeah, and it's crazy how over time it just slowly changes. Yeah. Like 100 years, it's going to be all different.
How has your background or your community played a role in like the art that you create? Your background, your culture, your family, like whatever.
I mean, it's pretty inherent on especially with like Item A and stuff like that. I was the one that created that name, and it was me and Boost going back and forth. And it's funny, we were just talking about that story. And I mean, that word is which, by the way, I wasn't supposed to say it, but I'm breaking Item A NDA. Item A is a Yaqui word meaning Nuestra Señora. Yaqui is for Phoenix locals, Yaquis are from Guadalupe. They're from South Tempe. They're a Native American tribe. They have a reservation here, actually nearby. And my dad and he's obviously he's from Sonora. He's Mexican, of course, but from their side they have small blood that come from Yaqui, and actually a lot of people do, and they don't realize it.
Yeah, dude.
That are northern Mexican. Um, but it's just something that um, I don't know. It's something I grew up around with. I mean, being in the culture here in Phoenix. I mean, if you guys are from downtown Phoenix, um, you know, there's a lot of Native American imagery and obviously people, and it's everywhere. You can't escape it. So it's something I felt that it was always. I honestly, even though I might have it, I honestly need to go 23andMe. But
Right, that'd be cool. I know. I thought about it.
yeah, I consider myself a Mexican American, obviously culturally and
Yeah.
whatever they call it. But it's something I feel as a Phoenician or as being from here, as us, as the white man that stole the land, is something to respect. And we aren't them, but we are them. It's
Yeah,
weird.
right. We're
You know?
both. That's
Yeah.
the crazy part. It's
Yeah.
been passed so far down the line.
No, yeah, and it's um, that I feel was a very strong connection to it, and I felt having that name initially being because obviously the language is not very popular, so people asking for that name, they're like, "What? It's not Navajo. It's not it's not Hohokam. It's not any of the popular Native American languages." It was easy for us to get away with the name and us keep it sacred for us, for me and the guys. But I felt that just it also brought the to look inside of us more, in each and every one. That was my idea of why the name was the way it was, But that was definitely a strong part of that was a culture that was definitely a strong part of the music that we made.
Yeah, bro, and just the Latino culture too. Speaking
100%.
Spanish and listening to like Latin music and stuff like that. And you
Mm-hmm.
guys played a bunch of other stuff too before that.
Oh yeah. I mean, half the band we've been playing since we were kids. For the guys that know us, yeah, we've been around for a while, and I myself too, like I've been doing music for a long time. But yeah, you know me, I'm pretty private. But yeah, no, it's definitely definitely it's the mix of just being we're minorities here and stuff, but just that mix of a fusion. It's not food, but it is. We're making you delicious cook. We're cooks and we're making you guys food.
Honestly, bro, we're not a minority anymore.
Nah.
So there's.
I say that just because But no, yeah,
that's how we grew up,
not.
though.
Yeah.
That's part of how we grew up. It was like we were a minority to an extent, at least at least for me and some of the parts that I grew up in. Like I grew up in the suburbs, so it's like, there was occasionally. I mean, but anyways, yeah, dude.
No, now everybody loves. We all love freaking. If you guys are locals, man, go check out freaking Maria's Fry Bread. I'm not gonna tell you the address, but if you know, you know.
Dang. Where you at, Maria? I love fried bread, dude. Actually, I was driving Uber and I took this lady home, or to this hotel, and she was like waiting outside of this building out in Tucson. I don't remember what the building was, but when I picked her up, she was like, "I was waiting to get fried bread here. Somebody told me that the fried bread is really good." And I was like, and she's like, "But they're closed." And I'm like, "Oh, dang, that sucks." And I'm like, well, "I didn't know they sold fried bread there." She's like, "Yeah, they heard it's the best." "Oh, well, you can go back another day." She's like, "No, I don't live here." And I'm like, "Oh,
damn.
And I wanted to be like, I know a place, but I'm not from Tucson, so I didn't really know too many spots out there. But Rhoda, up in White River, Pine Top, she's a drummer friend, a musician friend, a big sister, a freaking spiritual, like mentor in a way. Like she's amazing. I've learned a lot from her, and like we prayed together, and it's awesome. She's super cool. But yeah, she makes some bomb fried bread too. We had some last time we were up there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo.
Nice. Yeah, no, some good fried bread. Woo.
Speaking of your band and all of your friends, like, what would you say? You would say like the community that you've built, like what role does that play in like what you're doing now?
I feel they obviously, even though we're not really an active band per se right now, they very much so still kind of push to the stuff that I do. I mean, I still meet up with them, even if it's not as much as we did for practice. We still meet up, and it's still gonna get hang out and
Yeah,
do
you
your
still
stuff.
hang.
But the guitars are there, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do the
if
thing.
you feel inspired,
you know?
you move, and if you're not, you just have fun and play games or
Right.
just be boys, because that's the community, right? That's
Mhm.
what you guys had already
And
built.
it's a big push. It still really is. It's a big push. Obviously, Ida May, Isaiah, go check them out.
Mhm.
They really keep me influenced. They'll everyone shares. It's awesome. It's sometimes I have to remember, like, oh my God, I'm with a group of not just people, musicians, but they're my friends,
Yeah.
and we're sharing our music, and we're going back and forth, and no, it's awesome. No, yeah, and it's still pretty much alive. It's cool.
Dude, yeah, there's some badass dudes. I remember the first time I went to see you guys jam at the house. I was like, these guys freaking rock.
They just do it.
You guys were freaking shredding, doing
there's a couple tracks I feel weird.
Strokes, and you played some of your original songs, dude. Yeah, I still listen to. I'm so glad that you guys put the "As I Do" back up, and then what's the one with the little heart candy?
Oh, Legit Pink.
Legit Pink.
Yeah, I got very excited about that.
I love
Yeah,
that
new
song.
publisher.
Yeah, dude, that's so sick. I want you to think back to when you were a kid. What advice would you give your younger self? For just what advice would you give your younger self?
Stay focused.
Oof,
Yeah, stay focused.
real.
I think that's it, because any other words would just get me out of focus. So
So
it would
that's
have to
so
be those two words: stay focused.
Stay focused, man. Life is full of distractions, right? Can you
Okay.
imagine where you would be if you cut one thing out of your life from your whole childhood?
Oh yeah.
Like, I know this
Just
is
one
this,
little change, would affect it all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't have the life that I have. It would be it would be crazy.
That's the butterfly high. It just
Yeah.
explodes slowly. What do you hope that people what do you hope that people feel when they experience any kind of art or creation from you?
Ooh. I mean, obviously it's a different emotion on the music, depending on the music. But every time, I think it's very simple, fun.
Yeah.
Fun. I think that every time any form of art, whether it be a sad song or a really happy, uppity song, or a wacky song, which a lot of guys know, I like my wacky. It's got to be fun. If it's not fun, then what are we doing?
Right.
But yeah, definitely fun. I feel
People.
from fun, as long as they're having fun. People don't realize it, but when you're caught in a really sad movie and the sad movie has you in tears, you're technically having fun. It's just obviously you're sad, So I feel, having fun is very important, very important. Whether it be sad, happy, whether the song also makes you angry or
Yes,
or
exactly.
something, you're having fun,
Dude, that's amazing. That's dope. And then they can tell, that when you're making it, you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just like that whole thing about
I hope so.
they tell you if you're doing voiceover to smile, even though nobody can see you. You smile through the microphone, that kind of stuff.
You can hear it.
Big time, big time. You can see it too when you perform too. Like, after you've gotten to that point of like getting out there and like showing people your music, they can tell when you're having fun.
Oh yeah,
Big time,
And if you're having fun, they're gonna have fun. No doubt.
That's the truth. That's the truth. We're there to give people an experience.
One of my favorite quotes from growing up. Everybody, you guys know Jack White from the band The White Stripes. He's one of my favorite guitarists. I've been listening to him since I was a little kid. Something I learned from a movie he released a long time ago about guitarists. It might get loud. Go check it out. Attitude.
Yeah.
You can suck at guitar. You can not be good at the keyboards. Your voice can be a little raspy. But as long as your attitude is there too,
Yeah.
they'll see you're fun, and they're gonna have fun with you.
Exactly, bro.
It's all about there it is.
That's why you've got these huge artists, these people that are so influential in the scene, whether it's music or anything. Like they're just so passionate about it that they made that. They made it. They made that shit work.
It's super hard work, but it's very fun, and it's also a fun process, and it's very rewarding because you did it yourself, and it's wow.
Dude, yeah. So okay, Jack White, throw out a couple more people that have been inspirational to you.
I mean the guy the people that know me, they know I'm a sleazy rock guy, so bands like the Strokes. I grew up listening to bands like that. I really like their style. They're cool. System of a Down. I was a little kid when my brother introduced me to System, and it just changed my life forever. I remember it was like a trifecta of bands, you know, was System of a Down, the White Stripes, and the Strokes, all almost over 20 years ago, and it just kind of, it kind of clicked something inside of me. I already knew I liked music, but it just clicked something in there, you know.
Yeah. I love the way that they do a lot of the distorted voices and like just the way that they filter it and make it feel like.
Oh yeah. My favorite thing about the old Strokes stuff is how they used to record apparently Julian's voice through a PV.
Oh,
I saw a video of Gordon
amp?
Ramsay, PV amp, PV guitar amp, to get that sound, and I'm like, what? And
that's so sick.
I'm like, well, you can obviously mix it and EQ it to sound like that. But to get that perfect sound,
yeah. They were just experimenting, bro. Life is an experiment. That's another thing, guys. Everything that we do is an experiment. Cause and reaction.
Always.
Right? So, especially with art, you just experiment, have fun. Some things work, some things don't. You learn, you keep on moving. Like, that's the purpose of it, right? And that's dope. It's what makes you you. It's what makes me me, because we have different experiences, and they've all unraveled in their own way, and that's what makes us beautiful. But the fact that we both are on this same walk, you know, also is another beautiful thing, right?
Yeah, it's
you and I are no different, but we are so different.
Yeah, it's amazing because like meeting you now and for years and just the stuff that you've shown me and the stuff that you do, and like you said, it's different but the same. It's the same path, but it's different, different style, you know, it's awesome. It's freaking awesome, you know, and obviously there's so many cool local musicians out here, man.
Shout them out.
Man, who we got? Drew,
Isaiah.
Oh,
Isaiah.
Who else we got?
My little brother, Zeke.
Oh, Zeke. Dude, Jay, he's crazy. He's crazy. We got local up in here that's just released. Who just released? Who is that? Slow Hands. Go check out those guys. Those guys are crazy. They I think some of their guys were at one of our shows, and we got introduced to them, and I started listening to their music.
Check them out.
Oh my goodness, this sounds Phoenix. This is Arizona, you know. This is a Phoenix song, you know. It's a Phoenix band. Their music is amazing.
Who was the band that came to the Halloween party? Was that them?
No, that was Slow Return. Slow Return. Test Dummy is another band that's freaking awesome. They're harder punk. They're freaking awesome. Oh, which by the way, if you guys go to my Spotify page, I actually have a playlist that I update all the time on my For You page that has local bands, and it has at least one or two songs from each band, newer songs or songs that I like. Yeah. And I add them there all the time, and it's a public. I believe it's open public. I'll double check tonight. But any other local guys that you guys can think of, you can throw them in there as well. I'll hear them, and I'll check them out.
Oh, people can put in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
It's collaborative.
Yeah,
that's so sick.
I'm trying to think of other bands. Chris is awesome. He's pushed the band before. We've worked with him before. He's cool. Go check him out. KRXS. He's cool. That's his logo. But there's so many. There's so many, and it's only getting bigger now. Obviously, we're slowly getting older, and there's younger people that are just so artistic still, and it's amazing. You know, don't let them think that that people are losing the artsiness, because it's not true at all.
Yeah,
it's not true at all.
You just haven't seen them yet. Everybody's incubating still.
Yeah.
You know, we're all building our way up there. You know, that's tight. And then your boys, right? freaking Jesus Bustos.
Oh yeah, you guys know Item A, the Juno, Boost, Juice, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy musicians. You go follow them on Instagram. They're cool. They're really cool guys.
Cool
They're,
guys.
they're really fun guys.
Yeah.
And musicians, yeah.
It's always good to have best friends. You know, people that hold it down for you. They got your back.
I got lucky I get to jam with them.
Yeah, and that too, right? That you can create with. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. If UNI stood for universe, right? If universe was part of that, what star are you leaving for people to follow, right? And that star can be, it can be figurative, it can be literal, you know. But like, what are you trying to leave behind for people? Like, what legacy?
That you can. It doesn't have to be a star or.
No. It doesn't have to be a start off. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's. I would say that it's to leave that you can do whatever you want, in a sense that.
It's like the opposite of a black hole.
In regards to art, yeah, let's talk about the hyper giants in between Orion. You know, you can be a star like Beetlejuice. Go Google it, guys.
It's real.
It's for me. I feel it's the idea that you can do kind of whatever you want. Obviously, you know, we learn the art and stuff, and there's rules to everything, but that we're not bound to those rules. You know, not at all. You know, it's human to sometimes not be to break the rules. You know.
For sure.
But yeah, I would say my legacy. I would want to be like, oh yeah, he did weird stuff. No, but no, like I appreciate the stuff that I do, the different stuff. I really like the chords that I use. They'll leave something inside you, you know, like, oh crap, I remember that because it was such a weird chord progression, you know. It does the same for me, so I expect it sometimes to do the same for people that listen, you know.
Yeah, bro.
But definitely, yeah, it's that the fact that we're not bound to rules, that we can do essentially what we want, you know. Life is a palette. We're the painters.
Yeah, yeah, bro, and that's what makes you unique. That's your thing, you know. You are the star that people are following, and they're seeing that they can be their own star too, right? Like,
Always.
that's the goal.
Everyone is a star, to be honest.
Yeah, like that Rihanna song, "Shine Bright." But dang, well, man,
yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me. This has been
Thank you,
a
man.
pleasure.
It was an honor.
Dude,
Oh.
who would have thought, you know, a couple years ago, then we'd end up here. But just wanted to thank all of you guys for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for experiencing this with us. You know, remember, it's all about you and I. All about you and I. We're here to connect. We're here to build unity and share our unique gifts with the world. Peace out.
I ain't got time for it. I'm picking flowers. I promise I'm better every day. I reckon today. Remember the good old days. It was so easy, yeah, it was easy. Oh, come on, baby, hold my hand. So please, you know, it's
How many stars away did you forget?